warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Today I want to review a book titled New Ideas in Rural Schools written by George Herbert Betts. Okay, today I want to talk about this book, and this book talks about the problems and development of rural schools, especially how education can improve rural communities. And this book too is mainly for teachers, educators, and students who interest in education and school development. And even though it was written many years ago, many ideas in this book are still relevant today. Okay. From the main purpose of this book. The purpose of this book is to explain how rural schools should not only teach academic subjects but also help improve society and community life. And the author to explain several important topics in this book, like the problem faced by rural school, the role of teachers, school curriculum, teaching methods, and the relationship between schools and society. And the author too believes that education should prepare students for real life and help communities grow together. One thing grow together. And one thing I like this book is about this book encourage teacher to become not only educators but also community leaders who inspire positive change. Okay, now let's talk about the strength of this book. Okay, the first strength is this book is educational vision. And the author Betts presents strong and meaningful ideas about how school can influence society positively. And this book too helps readers understand that education is not only about grades, but also about character and community development. Okay, and the next second strength. And the second strength is the in organization of the book, and each chapter focus on specific topic like curriculum, teaching, and school management. And from that, this makes the book easy to follow and understand. Okay, next, the third strength. The third strength is relevant for future teachers. This book relevant for future teachers, as English education student or future educators, and we can learn how important a teacher's role is in shaping students and society. Okay, the book and this book too reminds us teachers can become agents of change. Okay, beside of the strengths, this book too there are weakness of this book, and the first weakness from this book is the language is quite old-fashioned. Okay, some vocabulary and sentence structure are difficult for modern readers, especially for students whose first language is not English. Okay, the second weakness. Some ideas are to focus on rural American society in the past. Because of this, several examples might not fully match today's educational condition. Okay, in an educational condition. Okay, the third weakness. The book contains limited modern educational technology. Since the book was written in a long time ago, it doesn't online education or modern classroom technology. From that are important until today. Even with this weakness, the core educational values are still meaningful and inspiring in this era. Okay, so why shall we read it? And why shall we read this book? why. If you are a future teachers, this book can help you see education from a wider perspective. It teaches us that teachers are not only responsible for teaching lesson, but also for helping students grow as human beings. And this book too also remind us school should connect with society and support uh, community development. As a future English teacher, we sometimes focus only on grammar, vocabulary, or speaking skill. But from this book teach us something deeper. Education should create positive social impact. And I personally think this book is valuable because it's inspiring teachers to become more caring, responsible, and social aware. So, if you want to understand the true purpose of education and the important role of teacher in society, I recommended this book. Okay. And the conclusion from this book, New Ideas in Rural Schools, is an educational book. And this book discusses the role of school, teachers, and communities in building a better society. Although some parts feel outdated, the main ideas are still useful and inspiring for modern education. Thank you for listening, and I hope this review help you understand the value of this book. Bye bye. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.